Pedro, who wrote and directed Tirachinas, which I have so many questions for you. I guess I'll just first. I mean, there is so much in that short. What's the runtime?
About 16, 17.
In 17 minutes, so much happens to so many different characters, and there's such conflict. Honestly, it blows me away. But then I guess I'll ask the question that someone out there was bound to be asking, which is your ending. So David Lynch, but is he the old man? Is that
it's Jerome Senior? Yeah.
It's Jerome Senior. It's Jerome when he's 40 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So he's back on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Well, please tell us where this idea came from, how it germinated for you.
It's my thesis project from USC, from graduating my MFA, and let me see. You sort of get sort of in this. The program is so intense, and you get sort of like thrown into having to write something, and having to put something out, and there's all this pressure, and you have to do it in a confined amount of time, and I somehow, like I could say the origin. I've been grown up all over the world, and one of the original impulses was my times in Africa, in Guinea-Bissau, and I played with slingshots. We didn't have toys to play with, so we made our own slingshots, and we built slingshots. I saw African boys making the slingshots, and out of that I was curious, and I learned how to make it, and we would do it out of tires of cars and trees, and that was like the initial impulse, and I feel it touches sort of a theme of a sort of empowerment, and it touches also a theme which I think has to do a lot with what's happening with the North American society of violence. So I somehow wanted to add that to the story I was trying to put together, where I wouldn't show violence in a graphic way, but I thought that was a unique way of showing violence through something that's a toy but can become a weapon. And I don't know. I guess you take. I'm very inspired by things that I experience in life, things that I see, stories that I hear. So I started putting together these stories of these characters, and I thought of these three childrens. I thought of this desecration also as a theme where that can lead into this chaos. I thought of playing with savageness. I thought of family feuds, broken families. That's more or less how I started putting all this together. I've for some particular reason, which was really cool, is that I had the chance to work with two of my colleagues from my generation of the program, and Faye is actually here, who's also a filmmaker, director, and he worked as our production designer. And I worked with Michel Sturm, who's our director of photography, who's also a filmmaker, and that was just an amazing experience. And we got to shoot in Tehachapi, 2 hours north. We had PJ, who's also here in the audience, get involved with film for the first time, and he came in as our second AC, which was amazing. And then as well, I also got a chance to work with Emma, who Faye recommended her, and I had seen her work. Through our program, you get to rework with certain actors, and I fell in love with Emma's work and her talent, and
You're actually I'm glad you're the one here, because you are the moral center of that film. Everyone else is I applaud you for your characters being so realistically unlikable in a lot of ways, and then she's the shining ray of sunshine there that eventually has had enough of all the negativity around her, which I think, thank you for giving the audience that. Really, really rewarding. Does anyone have any questions out there?
I'm just curious about the symbolism of the eagle and the American flag. Is that intentional, or is that something the audience is reading into?
I think it's definitely intentional. There are themes that I feel they're symbols that obviously evoke lots about North America, about the United States. So obviously they're direct symbols. I specifically chose the 4th of July as our day that weekend. The American flag, the bald eagle.
Yeah, no, that image. I was always tempted to say to people, this film almost ends with someone with a bald eagle and the American flag waving, and he's just seen his mom boning his friend, and then he throws it down and walks away. I mean, that's just, that's loaded. There's a lot going on there. I think it's beautiful imagery. It's great filmmaking.
It was amazing to shoot up there. Everything, like, everywhere you looked, it was just beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that location, too. Did you search for that, or...?
That for carrying our equipment, he was like completely involved with the film. They became very participant of the film. Yeah.
And then kind of inspired the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, was the ending written?
It was not.
Okay, so you met this older gentleman and said, "I'm gonna put you in."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much of discovering things, of trying things. We've tried many scenes, and one of the things I had 3 endings. And we tried all 3 of them, and so yeah.
Yeah, he's very passionate on set. Like, we'll have things written down, let's do it this way, and then it'll just come to him when he sees us interacting with each other in a certain way. Oh, yeah, let's do it that way.
Right,
and
so there's some improvisation too.
Mm-hmm. A certain degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. There was another hand. There we go.
Yeah, I was wondering why you named it Tirachinas, because that's Spanish for Slingshot, isn't it? And I was just wondering why it was in Spanish, if that's like because it's your native language, or why that is.
I thought, I started searching, and I feel it identified when I started doing research respect of slingshots, and it's a Spanish origin name, and used in North America, in the West Coast, by Mexicans.
Oh.
So I thought that it would be a cool analogy to include that as the title of the film, instead of calling it Slingshot. Yeah.
How many days did you guys shoot?
We shot 2 weekends. We shot Saturdays and Sundays. Those were like full days, and then like Fridays were half days. So about 6 days in total. Yeah.
What were the other 2 endings?
It's kind of a long story, but let me see. One was Jerome took Nicholas down, and they had a go at it with each other. Yeah, and there was a knife, and it was like super brutal. And let me see, and then
so you had them fight each other on camera.
Yeah.
You didn't use it.
Yeah. We had a very like similar moment. There's lots of connections there with what's Garcia and Diego Luna, when they have that film where they fight, and he tells them kneel down. So there was a sort of like a moment that was like similar to that we tried to recreate. And then I think the other one was just the flag at the ending when the bird drops over, yeah.
And any more? Right, well, we're almost going to get on schedule. We have Kevin, who directed the 3rd film.
Yeah. I just wanted to say one more thing. Emma is writing and directing her web series, and I just wanted to promote and let you guys know if you wanted to just briefly announce the web series. Yeah.
It's just called LA Web Series, and we're shooting season 2 right now. It's going to be on YouTube.
Yeah. Great.